Okay, we just had the cantaloupe soup, chilled cantaloupe soup with country ham, ricotta, salata, and chili oil. It's very interesting. Never had anything like it. It does not taste like cantaloupe. It tastes a little bit like honeydew, and it's very mild. There's barely any flavor. The country ham has the most flavor, and it's pretty good. It's like little tiny pieces, like kind of like bacon bits on top. And then the ricotta is fine. It's kind of like dried Parmesan cheese on it and chili oil. That's good, but the soup itself really just didn't have a lot of flavor. Okay, I came outside for a second. I wanted to just talk about our meal. They have what's called Restaurant Week going on right now in New Orleans just this week. And they have specials like they'll have a 3-course meal and you pay X amount of money. They have it for lunch and dinner at select restaurants. This restaurant has it right now, and they have 3 different choices for an appetizer, 3 different choices for an entree, 3 different choices for dessert. They ranged from the smallest was $40, which you'll see on the menu for the chicken sandwich, and the most was the tuna, yellowfin tuna for $50. Leaf got the middle one, which I'm not sure how to pronounce it again, but we didn't know what it was. It said prosciutto. So what it was pasta. And you'll see in the photos, it was a very small portion of pasta. It was like smaller than an appetizer. So I just wanted to comment on that for a minute. You know, you're paying $45 for 3 courses, but you get a small bowl of chilled soup, a small entree, pasta, which is just pasta. You know, it wasn't like you can't put some more noodles in there and give them a full meal for dinner for $45. It's just not cool. And I'm not one to complain about portions ever because I don't eat very much. And so for me, it's okay if it's not a big portion. But when it comes to something like that with pasta, it wasn't good. And we're about to get our dessert, which I ordered the brownie. My grits were delicious. I got a side of grits and I got short ribs appetizer for my meal. The short ribs are delicious. They had like a peanut crusted on the top of it. The short rib was really sweet. It had this sauce that was just baked in, and it had carrots with it and zucchini. I think it was very, very good. It was a small portion, but it was enough for me for a meal. I feel like it was a bigger portion than the pasta. Another thing is, I asked about bread because I noticed another table had bread, and they charge for the bread. They charge extra for the bread. And I don't know. I just feel like at a nice fine dining, you know, this is between casual and fine dining restaurant. They really should include bread with the meal when you're spending, you know, $50 a person. Just, you know, even if they don't give refills, they really should include the bread. So that's just my opinion. So far, you know, the tastes have been pretty good here. Portions not so great. The service has been good. I'll talk a little bit about her service later. Okay, so after I went back inside, we had the brownie dessert. And as you can see, once again, the portion was the smallest brownie slice. Usually a brownie is what? A square, right? It was a little rectangle, the smallest portion you could probably have. It was like a bite. And a little tiny scoop of ice cream. The brownie was hard and burned. It wasn't even warm. It wasn't really burned, it was just slightly burned, like overcooked. It basically tasted like brownies, like from a box that you would get at Walmart and make at home. Like if I accidentally burned them, that's what it tasted like. So just really disappointing with the portions and the taste. Do you wanna?
All right, so I got some buchetta, something, and it wasn't very good. Look at this. Now that's probably gonna be awesome.
Okay, so we came down to Tipitina's for jazz. Well, it was a band. It wasn't jazz tonight. It's free on Friday nights in the summer. And since we're still hungry from the restaurant, we're stopping at Warsaw Kitchen and Grill right here on the side of the road. And Leaf got, I think, Miss Piggy on a stick. So it's like ribs on a stick for 12 bucks. We stopped at another one down there and it was chicken and it was like 20 or 30, and so we said no to that. But this lady has this cooker out here. It smells delicious. Here's the food.
I got a hustle for you.
Hey, can I show the food?
I'm probably gonna take it
Did
home.
you tell them about that guy down there?
Yeah. I thought it may have been her husband. She said her husband does the same thing. Can you get it?
Yep.
No, it's
It's
good.
gonna be so good.
Yep. See, that's what I'm talking about.
So overall, the Petit grocery was pretty disappointing. You know, if you're gonna have restaurant week, you should really showcase and highlight the best of what you serve there. And if you're gonna have smaller portions, I'm fine with that. Just have smaller prices to, you know, fit that price point. I probably will not go back. I didn't ask to talk to a manager. I didn't say anything to the server about our food. It's just, we're in a hurry. We're going to a jazz club, so just didn't have time tonight to do that.